Hi guys, welcome to VCE Guide. Today I'll be talking to you about my French oral examination experience, and I'll be giving you tips along the way to help you prepare for your LOTE oral examination. As you probably know, the oral consists of a general conversation which goes on for about 7 minutes, and a discussion on your chosen detailed study. 1 minute introduction, followed by a further 7 minutes on questions about the detailed study. I'm sure you are all curious to know what the environment is like, so here's a little diagram that shows what the venue that I went to looked like. You're required to sit in this waiting room for about 5 minutes before the advisor calls you in to the registration room. Here you will have to hand in the examination slip that they provide you beforehand at school with your photo identification. I brought a passport, but you can bring your school ID card. You will also be given the room number, which will direct you to which room your examination will be held in. You're in a group of 5 people, as there are 5 rooms, at my venue at least. So then you form a line in order of room number and wait outside the corresponding room until you are called by each assessor into the room. Remember to greet your assessors and ask how they are while you are walking to your seat. I wasn't able to ask how they were because I was waiting for one of them to sit down, but the examination started immediately and I wasn't able to, so remember to just ask them as they call you in. They will ask you in French to say your student number. However, you must say the student number in English. After that, you will begin the examination. Moving on to the general conversation, there are 2 assessors who will ask you general questions on family life, schooling, what you do in your leisure time, etc. Some tips during the general conversation are, try to make them laugh. They have probably heard so many orals where people just say what they have written and are looking for personality, something to make you stand out. It will show some character, making you different from others, and it will also calm down your nerves because I remember in my head I was thinking, yes, I'm actually doing something right, just because they were laughing at what I was saying. Try to speak as much as possible and guide them to questions you want asked. I'm sure you have prepared some amazing lines with perfect grammar and whatnot, so why not show it off by leading the conversation into the direction that you want. Have eye contact on both assessors. Both of them are assessing you. This is so important, and you don't want to be biased to just one of them. Remember that if you don't understand, use repair strategies. Ask, can you repeat that in another way? Or, from what I understood, and recite what you thought they said. Where they will reply to you with a yes, or they will repeat the question in another way. This is ideal as you are being marked for this. Also remember that you are marked on how well you are able to communicate. Speaking a different language is all about communication whilst also enabling you to show everything that you have learned for the last 5 to 6 years of learning the language. Moving on to the detailed study. There are a variety of detailed study topics that your school can choose to focus on. My detailed study was on the French schooling system, but the people I met in the waiting room had theirs on some French history that I don't really remember. Before the oral, remember to refine your introduction and your topic in general with your teacher, and make sure that the introduction is less than a minute, as I have heard stories of those who have had to be cut off after the 1 minute time limit. With your introduction, remember to add points that you want to touch upon with the assessors. Speak slowly and confidently on points you want to talk about, emphasizing key phrases that you want them to write down. During the oral, they will write down what they have heard you say to ask you relevant questions. I remember looking down at my assessor's notebook while I was reciting my introduction and saw her write the name of the movie that I had mentioned. After my introduction, she asked me what the movie was about, so they actually do listen to you. Questions were easy to begin with, but went on to be quite challenging. If your assessor asks you questions relevant to your topic, you know that you have engaged them with your topic, and they are willing to ask you questions based on what you have researched. The questions they ask are a mix of research-based questions as well as opinion questions, which will increase in difficulty depending on how well you go with the oral. So again, prepare absolutely everything. Have different people ask you different questions and come up with answers for each one of those. Overall, it was such a relief to get it over and done with. Feel free to comment questions regarding the examination in the comment section below, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. Good luck to you all, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Wait, can I stop it like this?